Ladies and gentlemen, did you know that video games are bad? Video games are addictive, they're a waste of time, a waste of life, they serve no useful purpose, and you should stop playing video games right now. If you know anyone playing games, cut their hands off so they can no longer play games, because apparently video games are a waste of a life. According to this nerd.
My video today is on video games. Picky subject, huh?
Today's video is about the video games. All right, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you decided to film outdoors because I'm pretty much guessing you are very much so anti-video games, and I'm getting that vibe because you're over here doing pull-ups. Who does videos outdoors doing pull-ups about video games? I don't know, but I'm suspecting he's gonna say video games are a waste of time. You should be outdoors doing pull-ups instead of playing Minecraft. So yeah, I'm guessing that's where he's gonna go with this.
My video today is on video games. Picky subject, huh? Touchy one for you guys. Especially considering PewDiePie, most subscribed channel.
Yeah, he is the most subscribed to channel. I wonder why. Oh, that's right, because everybody plays video games.
All right, here we go. Listen to my words all the way to the end before you start judging and commenting, all right?
Kill yourself, you piece of shit! Video games are good. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I want to tell you about this guy named Paul that I knew in middle school. He was really addicted to video games.
Really addicted to video games. Listen, can you stop flexing on us, all right? We realize you're in shape, but that's not going to change our opinions of video games because there are a lot of athletic people that play games as well. I'm just saying. I mean, there is Madden and NBA and a lot of other sports-related games that a lot of people that enjoy the outdoors play. So, you know, all this flexing shit, it's not going to change anyone's opinion like, oh shit, this guy's athletic. He must know what he's talking about. Video games are bad. They make me fat. No, please. Stop showing off.
Video games. But then he quit and he started a YouTube channel on fitness. Anyway, here's what happened. One day he was playing RuneScape. He used to also play a bunch of strategy games such as StarCraft and Age of Empires and a bunch of other ones.
Boys, everybody step back. We have an expert here in the art of video games. I mean, who plays modern titles like Minecraft, Call of Duty, Battlefield, Overwatch, when you could play RuneScape, Age of Empires, and StarCraft. Really relevant games here. You know, this guy's an expert. He's definitely been playing video games his whole life. Not at all. You can tell this guy hasn't played games since he was this small and his father beat him. Like, this guy hasn't played games in ages and he's giving advice on video games? No. You may be level 72 in RuneScape, but that doesn't mean you're an expert at video games.
One day he was playing RuneScape and he came to this conclusion. He's like, wait a second, I'm level 72 in here, but the moment my screen turns off, what am I? You know, I can kill a bunch of people in the wilderness. What am I when the screen turns off? I'm a nobody. I've achieved nothing in life. And Paul came to this realization that playing video games is an illusion. It's make-believe. You achieve a bunch of stuff that isn't real. The medal you achieved doesn't exist. The building you built doesn't exist. The world you built, it doesn't exist. The army you put together and took over the other people doesn't exist. It's all fake.
Oh God, the logic is just, it's so flawed. Okay, then what's the point of watching football? When the screen turns off, you have nothing to cheer for and that beer's going to waste. When you read a book, you may be Gandalf the Grey and, you know, Lord of the Rings, but the minute you're done with the book, you're nobody once again. In video games, you may be Reaper, over here getting a quad kill, you know, in Overwatch, but then you turn your screen off. What are you? A nobody. Right, it's called entertainment. You aren't supposed to be anybody in a virtual world. It's there for, wait for it, I know this is a crazy concept to Mr. Bodybuilder over here, but you're just a person trying to enjoy a small, tiny bit of what's called life before you die.
It's all fake. And Paul even tried to justify it while he played it and said, this is developing my abilities. This is developing my mind to hand coordination or something like that. But then he was like, this is just a bunch of BS. I'm not gonna do this stuff. And he quit playing video games.
This is just a bunch of BS, man. I could be out here getting gains. Why would I play games when I could be getting gains? Hold up, listen, first of all, yeah, sure, it's all virtual, none of it exists, but then again, neither do any of the stories in books, the characters in movies, none of this shit exists in real life. Why do we like to do it? Because it's fun. That's it. We like games because they're fun. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. Video games are fun. People obviously want to play it to have fun because most of life isn't fun.
If you started playing a video game and you just keep failing, let's say you try to build a house in Minecraft and the game keeps glitching, or you can't build it because, you know, some creeper keeps getting at you, or you are achieving something, you're playing Street Fighter and you keep losing, you're gonna get even more frustrated than you were before. And the only thing that it relaxes you or makes you feel better is that false sense of achievement. Oh, I won, I feel better. Oh, I made the Tetris bricks lay up that they disappeared, I feel better, I feel like I'm worth something. And in this illusory world, you are worth something, but it doesn't exist. You're participating in somebody's figment of imagination.
Is this real? Tell me this guy's not this dumb. Okay, I have met the dumbest human on earth. All right, let me set you straight. Sure, video games are fake. Nothing you do in a game matters, and it's a waste of time. Yeah, all right, sure, great. You feel good for the moment, and it's a waste of time because none of it's real? Sure, but I have a question. In life, what goals do you set that you're able to accomplish? I can name on my fingers all the goals I've set in life, and I've never been able to accomplish any of them. But in a video game, I can set goals all the time and achieve them, and it gives you the best feeling on earth achieving a goal. Some guy might say, my goal is to get married, you know? May never happen. My goal is to get a good job, you know? May never happen. May take you 20 years. My goal is to get a fast car. May take you your entire life. But in a video game, I set goals all the time, every hour, and I can beat them. I want to build this big mansion in, you know, let's say Minecraft. You can achieve your goal. It gives you the best feeling on earth. I want to be the best player. I want to beat this guy. I want to, you know, attack that base in Rust. You can set goals all the time and beat them, which in real life, you can't do that often. Oh, guess what? I feel accomplished because my goal today was to do the dishes and mow the lawn. Oh, good for you, man. I'm glad you achieved your goals.
Some guy thought of the game. He's like, oh, let's play now. You'll be Batman, I'll be Spider-Man. Boom, I killed you, yay, you know? It's like little kids. When I was a child, I thought like a child, I played like a child, but then there came a moment where I'm like, I'm a man now. Let me bring some benefit to this world. Let me do something that benefits other people. And the reason you don't want to do that is because you can't just click restart. Because if I start playing and I built this huge town and boom, I'm running low on money, guess what I do? I press restart. Guess what you do in real life? You file for bankruptcy and you're back at the bottom. There's a lot of trade-offs, but what you do earn is real. You earn a pile of gold, it's your pile of gold. You can use it. You earn a pile of gold in the game, it's gone. It's just numbers on a screen. It's just visual. It's not there.
What you're trying to say is that in video games, whatever you achieve isn't real. Even if you press the reset button, nothing's real there. In real life, you get something, it's tangible and it's yours, right? Well, guess what? I can name the most deadly people on earth that play video games all the time. They're called soldiers, they're called police officers. Hell, even pilots play video games. They're little kids out here pretending, right? You know why they do that? Because it's important to practice. And in real life, you can't practice being in a combat situation. You know what playtime is for soldiers? It's called basic training. Isn't that playtime? Isn't that just a video game? It's not real. If you die in basic training, you know, in war games, it's not real. In real life, if you screw up, you've screwed up. In a video game, you can learn your own limitations and master them. That's why video games are great.
And if you take this truth, you apply it, you start, when you're down, you start achieving things that are real. You start achieving things that you can apply, that you can gather for yourself, that you can spread to other people. And I know the trade-offs are worse and much more hurtful, but it's not illusory. It's 100% real. So please take this into account. And one day you're gonna die. And I don't want you to be remembered as somebody who participated in somebody else's figment of imagination, a video game.
I mean, does it matter? When I'm dead, 10, 20 years after I'm gone, nobody's gonna remember me. Oh, by the way, living someone else's imagination, that's called books, that's called music, that's called movies. No one's saying these are a waste of time. Why aren't you saying these are a waste of time, muscle man? They're someone else's imagination, so isn't that just as wasteful as a video game? Video games are pretty much the cheapest thrill you can get. $60, you buy a game, you play it for a full year. Every single day for a couple of hours, tons of fun. Real life, want to fly a plane? Lots of money. You want to go to a bar and have a drink with your friends? Money. You want to drive a fast car like a Lamborghini and race people? Lots of money. You want to shoot up a bank? You spend the rest of your life in prison.
And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord,